Good. It's good to start. You feel like when you start, you can lay down a benchmark of where you are, and gives you a place to go forward from, a place to improve from, things to get better at.
Coach, can you talk about the way you build competition in practice and some of the things you implement?
Some of the things we do to build, it's football. It's a very competitive sport.
Are there small things you do to encourage guys to anything?
I'm sure there are. But I don't really have that list in front of me right now.
To the right, Chris.
Coach, over here. You said you wanted to find out what their intent was in winter conditioning. Were you pleased with some of the results you saw from that?
Yes. Team's in very good shape. Kevin Tolbert, his staff, did a very nice job, and the fellows did a nice job. You could see that throughout practice. The team's in good condition, and that gives us a fighting chance.
Back left, Dan.
Do you know how much install you want to do this spring versus just evaluating the guys and getting a feel for the team? Do you know how you're going to balance that at this point?
We'll do both.
How long before you how long is the evaluation process going to be? To get a good feel for who's going to where and everything?
Not daily. Every day there'll be an evaluation process on every player and every drill. That will go. That's ongoing. That's always.
Down in the front here, Matt.
Aside from Drake Johnson and Khalid Hill, are there any players that won't be full contact, full go through spring practice?
Yeah, Sione Huma had a procedure done. He'll be working through something all spring.
Can you say what that is? Is it upper body, lower body?
Yeah, he'll be out for the spring, and he'll be working through something. He'll be back. It's not a long-term thing, we don't think. I think he'll be back for summer conditioning and fall camp.
Down here, John.
Assuming you're not going to name a starting quarterback until August sometime, what can these quarterbacks earn this spring in terms of your trust, in terms of positioning, that sort of thing?
We're not putting a timetable on that. That'll be the one position I'm sure we'll talk about, and they don't have one to name today, but I don't know. At some point, you'd like to think that that's clear cut, and somebody earns that, and it's not close. That's what we'll be hoping for. But they were all good to start, and there's going to be good competition at that position.
Nick.
You guys have 7 quarterbacks in camp right now, is that right? 7. Mm-hmm. How do you handle the rotation of that at this point? How much time are you spending with them individually? Day-to-day in practice as things are going, or what's your plan for that, I guess?
We're keeping everybody involved. Got multiple individual periods and opportunities for the quarterbacks to get reps.
Is it just you working with them? Does Jed work with them individually? How does that work?
Yeah, we do. It's Jed does. I do. Tim Drebno has input. Coaches, running back coach will have something to say to him at a certain time. Jay Harbaugh will have something to say to him at times. It's a group effort.
In the front, Adam.
Jim, have you experienced maybe any, I don't want to call it lag, but any transition coming from NFL going back to the college ranks? Is there any different, or is this coaching?
I think that is coaching.
Matt.
Brady Palante moving to fullback. There was Ross Douglas moved to cornerback. Can you talk about what they bring to those positions and why those moves were made?
I wouldn't say any moves have been made. There's people are trying to. We're looking at. We don't mandate what positions a player plays. Some guys are trying out at multiple positions, both sides of the ball. It's too early to say what's going to take place, or nothing's set in stone that way.
Back middle, Ed.
We're still trying to figure out who the best players are right now. Just had one practice so far.
Coach, working with the quarterbacks, can you just talk a little bit about the
And their
labor,
best position.
labor of love
You don't
that
know
appears to
exactly.
be for you?
Don't know exactly, just to finish, so but they're, we don't know what everybody's best position is, or, what, who the best players are at those positions after one practice, and that'll be a process. So nothing's been done.
Working with the quarterbacks, can you just talk about the labor of love it appears to be for you and how much you just really enjoy getting in there and
I do. It's the fun part about being a head coach. You can coach any position. You can coach them all, at any time. That's a fun thing about the job of head coach. So I like coaching all the positions at some point.